It is Sports Wrap Overtime. Welcome in to another edition of the show. We are brought to you by HII, built in America for America. Brian Parsons, Jeff Snyder, regular cast of characters here. Welcome in on this Tuesday, November 25th, week of Thanksgiving, guys. And always a good time of year, right? Temperatures dropping, region championships going around. We got basketball, college football, regular season's coming to an end.
Winding
here
down.
we are.
It's over for some teams.
It goes quick, always, every year. And Old Dominion, that's where we're going to start. They go on the road to Statesboro, Georgia, and get a win over Georgia Southern. A huge win over Georgia Southern, and it's 4 in a row for the Monarchs now, and sitting at 8-3 on the season.
They are red hot, and man, they're the second best team in the Sun Belt Conference behind James Madison.
Yep.
But since the Sun Belt is the only league that has split divisions,
Are they the only one left now?
Yeah, in football, yeah, they are the only one, the last one, the lone remnant.
Yeah,
and so that means James Madison will host the Sun Belt Championship game against the winner of Troy against Southern Miss, which is Saturday.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty cool if that were Old Dominion against James Madison in a rematch. But that's not how the conference is set up, so it is what it is.
Right?
But man, they would get a chance at redemption after that terrible second. Ever since that second half, man, Old Dominion has been on a roll.
Call me crazy. I still like the divisions. I think there's something to be said for East and West. I don't know. I like it.
Well, especially for a league like this where you don't want, it's so compact. You look at it on a map.
Yeah.
It's one of the few leagues.
It's awesome.
Like, look at Conference USA.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I mean, it's all over the place.
It's terrible.
Missouri State and
It's terrible.
FIU to New Mexico State. It's insane.
Absolutely terrible.
So this is good. It's everything. So everybody's right there. But Old Dominion, man.
How about that stat you put here, Brian? Only team in FBS to win its last 3 games by at least 25 points. That's pretty hot.
Dominant.
How many teams? 126 teams in FBS, whatever the number is.
I think 136. The offense is clicking.
Yeah.
And the defense is lights out. They pitched a shutout a few weeks ago against Troy, and they've been close against Coastal and against, who was it, Georgia Southern?
Yes.
Worst loss that Georgia Southern's ever suffered at that stadium. Clay Helton has got to be on the hot seat after that.
Yeah. Yeah, and Blake Seiler for ODU, man. I asked some questions about him at the press conference on Monday, and just scheming it up, man. Scheming it up, putting guys in the right position to succeed. It's very impressive. And there's been some games where, I don't know, this ODU defense doesn't get a lot of national attention or even like Twitter buzz in a sense, but I feel like they deserve it.
They really do.
Because they're really doing well.
That game against Troy, man, all those sacks they had.
9 sacks.
At will.
Second shutout in team history.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
ODU is back home this weekend against Georgia State, lowly Georgia State. It's senior night at SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk. Georgia State is 1-10, 0-7 in Sun Belt play. So you think chalk up the W for ODU. Hopefully they show up. You don't want to play down to your competition.
I think it's 26.5.
Yeah.
Is the point spread.
That's crazy.
Which we're living in fantasy world, man. I don't ever remember Old Dominion ever being
favored this often.
4 touchdown favorites almost against anybody.
It's going to be.
They've been double-digit favorites all year long.
It should be a good game. Should be a good way to send out the seniors. I think there is a good stat. I think it was 4 or 5 fifth-year seniors on the team that came in with Ronnie, missed the first year, 2020. ODU chose not to play and have been here ever since. So we interviewed some of those guys yesterday, and they're good stories. They're just ups and downs, and now going out on senior day. They know they got the bowl game coming up, but in front of the home crowd, it should be a good one. It should be an relatively easy W. But yeah, just what a year! What a year! Colton Joseph's on fire.
You were at the press conference yesterday.
Yes, correct.
So tell me what that was like involving Mr. Ronnie. If we can roll some of the video of Ronnie. Just
all right. Let's just break it down here, right? We know the context of here. Ricky Ronnie has been the head coach at Old Dominion for 5 years. He's done a really good job this seson.
Look who's there.
James Franklin.
Look at that.
James Franklin was in attendance for the Troy game 2 weeks ago on a Thursday night. They worked together for 11 years. James Franklin's new head man at Virginia Tech. We know the story.
Yep.
He's got a coaching staff to fill out. Specifically his coordinators, offensive defensive coordinator. Ricky Ronnie's background is offense. He was the Penn State OC from 2018 and 2019 under Coach Franklin. I don't even want to call it. I haven't even seen any official reports. I think people are just connecting the dots to like, hey, is there a possibility Ronnie goes to Blacksburg and wants to reunite with James Franklin, right? But correct me if I'm wrong, right? There's been no reports. Like Pete Thamel isn't putting that out there. It's kind of just Twitter talk. It's kind of just people connecting dots. That's the way I call it.
But my whole thing is, why would he go to Virginia Tech and join James Franklin when he left James Franklin at Penn State, of all places? to come to Old Dominion.
No, it's very true. It's very true.
But again, he could also, if Ronnie makes, let's say, just for a number, and it's somewhere around there. Let's say he makes $800,000 at Old Dominion.
Yeah, I think he's around $850,000,
something like that. Okay, he becomes offensive coordinator at Virginia Tech. Maybe James Franklin could pay him, $1.8 million, maybe $1 million raise.
I think it's 1.5 to 1.7 would be the range. That's what you're thinking.
But what was he making at Penn State? Did we even?
So many years ago. I don't know.
Probably over $1 million.
Probably right at $1 million. Probably right at $1 million, I'd imagine.
But Craig, you did talk to him yesterday.
Yeah. Well, so it's the question has to be asked. It just has to be asked. I didn't ask it personally. We were all kind of working towards it. You kind of, hey, how you doing, Coach? Oh, Georgia State. Oh, the seniors. Hey, James Franklin got hired at Virginia Tech. And then this is how he answered it. This is a part of, I believe, two questions kind of spliced together, but the thought kind of carries.
I have the utmost respect for Coach Franklin. I have the utmost respect for Virginia Tech. I have the utmost respect for the program he's going to build there. But I also have a lot of respect for the program I'm building here. I owe most of my coaching career to Coach Franklin and that family. So, of course, when he says, hey, do you mind if I come to the game? I want him at the game, right? Like, of course I want him there. These rumors that Coach Franklin and I have talked about this job and whatever, that's not true. And like, Coach Franklin has a job to put together. I have a job to coach this team. I have every intention in the world of being the head coach of this team for as long as Dr. Seelig and Dr. Hemphill will let me. Listen, I love this place. My family loves this place.
So that was sort of his summary of thoughts right there. I think the first question was asking him about how he felt about Franklin getting the Tech job. Someone said that. And then the follow-up was, maybe something about him being an OC. He kind of went on a little rant, and then the next follow-up was to be a clarifying question. It was like, to be clear, you're not interested in the Tech job. And then that's when he said these rumors are completely false and that stuff.
Yeah. He sounded pretty serious, like, hey, I am staying here.
I mean, yeah. But hey,
I know that's how,
we know the history.
I have every intention.
Of staying here, yes.
We've done a lot of Ricky
I have
Ryan
every intention of doing a lot of things.
I have every intention. That's what I've been saying the last day and a half at the office. I have every intention of losing 15 pounds, but then the holidays come around and we got apple pie in the break room right now, and I just had a slice before I came in here. So, we're not reporting anything. We're just kind of reading, body language, tone, mannerisms.
Well, I mean, the bottom line is his good buddy, the guy that got him into coaching, has an opening at a new job that he can pay a lot of money to, and they have a long relationship together. And Ricky almost got emotional when we asked him about James Franklin when he got let go from Penn State.
Correct.
So, I mean, they're very close as the godfather of one of his children. Yeah, they gave one of the kids a dog.
Yeah, they bought their oldest St. Bernard, because I think they got like 2 or 3 running around the house, which is crazy. The Franklin family bought their oldest St. Bernard for one of Ricky's oldest sons, which is nuts.
That's amazing.
Gifting a big old.
And the thing with James Franklin being on the sidelines, he had to have noticed a certain player.
Yep.
The Colton Joseph, if we can roll the video.
Oh, we got some Colton queued up here.
What Colton Joseph has been able to do. Yeah. Look behind him. There.
Oh, there he is.
There's James Franklin right there.
There
He's going,
he is.
You know what? That number 1, he sure would look good in maroon and orange.
Yeah. That's funny. That's great. That's a good shot. Yeah, man. No, it is. It's the era of the transfer portal. These G5 quarterbacks that perform well, they're getting looks from the next institution. That would be a huge step for Colton. Obviously, ODU people would be disappointed. People would hate to see him go.
I mean, Ollie Jennings did it. Mekhi Long did it in basketball.
The kid Keon White there was a coaching stuff there, but Keon White was at Old Dominion. He went to Georgia Tech. Yep. So,
well, I'm talking about guys going to Virginia Tech.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I thought you were talking about just next level.
Kind of keeping it in state like that. It has happened, and Old Dominion's lost coaches to Virginia Tech, and they've lost guys that do the recruiting to Virginia Tech.
I think it comes down to, and you guys tell me what you think, if Virginia Tech is making this $230 million investment and they have that staff pool and they have the NIL and they truly feel like they are going to be at a college football playoff level within the next year or two, I don't put it past a Ricky Ronnie to go take that job. I know it's weird. People are like, why would you go from a head coach to a coordinator? I don't know. Maybe just the next challenge of your life, the next thing. Does it get you to a P4 job faster than staying at Old Dominion for a couple more years? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think it does. But maybe that's a thought. I just don't. We're living in the Wild West world of these players and these coaches making jumps like that never used to make sense to anybody, feels like.
And we don't know we're not in his head.
No,
we don't know what his ambitions are.
No.
Is it his dream to be a head coach? And that's, now that I'm at the mountaintop, I'm never giving up a head coaching job. I want to be in charge.
Yes.
I want this to be my baby.
Correct.
Or is it like, okay, I'll be fine being the coordinator and working under somebody, and I'm in charge of this little department, and that's it. I'm not in charge of the whole shebang.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. We saw the example I used, the more recent one of this, little bit different, but Chip Kelly was a head coach at UCLA. He was just average. They weren't winning. Fans were kind of tired of him, and he went to be the OC at Ohio State.
He won a national title, right?
Won a national title year one. I think it was only one year, and then he went to the NFL. And Chip wanted to be in the NFL for a long time, and now he just got fired.
Pete Carroll just fired. but talking about Colton here, the ODU's trying to go undefeated at home. They did it in 2013. They did it in 2016. 2016, last time they won 10 games, by the way.
Bowl game. Bahamas Bowl got them there.
That was when they, Bahamas Bowl. That's right. Yeah.
Got the 10th win.
Yeah. They beat Eastern Michigan in the Bahamas Bowl. But Colton Joseph, we're talking 2,500 passing yards. He's got 21 touchdowns through the air, 9 interceptions, 899 rushing yards. Look at this. Look at this guy go.
That's a great play. I don't remember seeing that one. That didn't make the highlight.
12 touchdowns on the ground. He has a big game against Georgia State on Saturday. We're talking about 1,000-yard season on the ground.
For sure. No, that's huge. That's I don't know. He might be the only guy to do that this year.
The only quarterback to run for over 1,000,
To run for 1,000 and pass for
2,500,
2,000 at least. I don't imagine there's too many guys out there doing that. That's like Kyler Murray type stuff at Oklahoma in 2019.
And so we're talking about Ricky Ronnie and things like that, and maybe some of the coaches getting poached. I mean, let's be honest. There's a lot of eyes on Colton Joseph.
Yep.
There are a lot of reports on Colton Joseph. A lot of bloggers and people.
Might be heading west.
The name is out there. We've heard some things. Who knows? But he's going to be offered a lot of money.
Yeah.
To go to a power school.
I mean, you got 2 years left of eligibility, too. That makes you attractive.
He's a redshirt sophomore.
Yeah, you got 2 years left. I guess the Twitterverse has floated around Stanford out there. Andrew Luck, the GM of the Cardinal. Maybe there's some connection with the Luck that we don't know about. I don't know.
Did you see Andrew Luck on the sideline?
Yeah.
He was doing the sideline.
That was cool.
Great.
That
was very cool.
Go.
Yeah.
And he's from California.
Right,
His family now resides in Texas. So
okay.
You talk about those two states. There's a lot of options. Texas, man. There's a lot of
football.
A lot of football in Texas.
Yeah. Who knows, man? I am excited just to see how this season ends for Old Dominion. They should beat Georgia State, but hopefully, oh God, I would hope, even with the transfer portal stuff, and I don't know the timing of it, but when ODU goes to a bowl game, let's hope they have all the guys we've been watching all season. Or is it time? Are guys I'm hitting the portal, say I'm not playing in the bowl game? He's so frustrating. Colton Joseph doesn't play in the bowl game.
Yeah, the Ja'Cory Thomas as receivers that was so good.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
And I never know the portal when portal windows open, all that type of stuff. It's all signing day, portal window. But that would be terrible. I want to see this ODU team. I mean, they haven't won a bowl game since I've been here, right? They lost against Tulsa and lost against
WKU,
Western Kentucky. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, and so I want to see them win a bowl game.
Speaking of,
I
have a couple bowl projections up from ESPN.
Okay.
A couple.
Oh yeah, where are we at now? I looked at it last week.
So Week 13 bowl projections. Two of the writers, Kyle Bonagera and Mark Schwabach, did this.
Yeah.
Bonagera has Western Kentucky against Old Dominion in the New Orleans Bowl.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that one. I have not seen that one as of last week.
Which would be December 23rd.
Okay. We like that.
And
I don't need anything around the New Year's Eve window because I'll be in New York City for fish. I can't cancel it.
Mark Schalabach has Florida International against ODU. Staff DNA Cure Bowl at Camping World Stadium in Orlando.
I've seen the Orlando one.
That's the 19th, I think.
Did see? I have all the 17th. Dates in an email. I'd have to pull. Oh, the 17th.
17th of December. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
We like that.
Yeah.
I don't like FIU as an opponent.
I don't either.
That's like a home game for them. Well, they're Miami.
Well, no, home game for FIU.
Yeah, they don't.
That's
travel
in Miami.
like that.
Yeah, they don't travel.
Yeah,
they don't travel.
They don't go to the home.
They don't travel to Pitbull Stadium.
It's Pitbull Stadium. It is. That is it. No, I mean, yeah. Who knows, man? I guess they become official selection Sunday. Is that how it works? works? Everybody comes official, or does the smaller bowl games become official after
conference championship games?
After conference championship, before Army Navy.
Okay, got it. That's right. Yeah, for Army Navy week is its own standalone thing.
So ODU Georgia State, ODU big favorites. They should win the game. They should get their 9th win of the season. They should, but things happen, as is often the case. In the next game we're going to talk about that's coming up this weekend. A lot of things can happen when UVA and Virginia Tech play. No matter how bad Virginia Tech is, UVA is going to be vulnerable to Tech pulling off the upset. I mean, they've won 19 of the last 20.
Unbelievable.
Against UVA.
Unbelievable.
That's not even a rivalry at that point. It's a rivalry name.
2019 was the last UVA win. Yeah, they've won 19 of 20, as Brian said. This one in Charlottesville, Saturday night, 7 o'clock on ESPN. A win puts UVA in the ACC title game for the first time since 2019.
Yeah, Bronco had a good year that year.
Yep, they did. Tech's won 4 straight in the series, 19 last 20. And the ACC, man, interesting. A lot of tie-breaking scenarios and weird stuff going on. UVA tied with SMU and Pitt atop the ACC. And so, winning, they're in, right? That's basically. Yeah. So that's all you got to take care of.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to win.
I don't think
I'm telling you, man.
They are either.
What's going to happen is Virginia Tech is going to come out fired up, because they've been to war with Philip Montgomery for the last 10 weeks.
Right.
And they know this is the last time they're going to do it. They're going to want to ball out for this guy.
Yeah.
And they're going to win.
Yeah.
They're going to beat UVA. And mark my words, they're going to carry Philip Montgomery off the shoulders in Charlottesville into the locker room. And that's going to be our last image of Philip Montgomery and Virginia Tech. The Hokies are going to beat UVA.
If that happens on Saturday, we need to clip that for the Sunday shows on Wavy and Fox.
Yes.
We need to clip that. It'd be hilarious.
If you called that entire scenario, that'd be just...
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a good one. I'd imagine Charlottesville packs it out, right? Considering the excitement around UVA and Tony Elliott, they had what was their Wake Forest, a bad loss to them. That was that was tough. But but you still get the ACC title game,
right? And that's league play. That's why I'm worried about ODU Georgia State, man. You never know.
I think Georgia State.
I think they've got it packed.
I think that's the one time
packed in the bags. You know,
no, man, it's Commonwealth Clash. It's crazy to think. 1895 was the first meeting. Outside of a couple years, COVID, and maybe the unfortunate year where the UVA had the tragedy. They played annually since 1970. So, but it's 62. I looked it up last night. 62 and 38 in favor of Tech. There's been 5 ties in the series. So I don't know where the rivalry stands in one of the longest in college football.
Well, UNC UVA, I think, is the oldest.
Oh, is that what it is?
So, it's longer.
Okay. William and Mary Richmond. That one goes back a long time. That one's a long time.
Harvard, Yale,
stuff like that. Yeah. No, man, it will be crazy. Scott Stadium will be packed out. 7:00 kick.
UVA 11.5 point favorites.
It's too much.
Wow.
Too much for a rivalry game.
Telling you, Tech's gonna win.
Maybe
man.
7. Tech. They got Chandler Morris back. What's his deal?
Yeah,
I got to go over the press conferences today. Tuesdays. The day we record this is when UVA and Tech both speak at the podium. So we got to kind of go see what they're saying about the game.
Not a great year for the ACC though, on a national level.
Not at all.
James Franklin is going, man, this is a winnable league.
Florida State down, Clemson down,
Miami down.
Down compared to what the hype was definitely for them this year.
Florida State as well.
That's what, Florida State.
Who would have thought the team from the American comes in and just dominates everything? SMU. Crazy, man.
Yeah. And what do we got here? Just wrapping up.
Norfolk State.
Wrapping up just kind of some of our HBCUs here, William and Mary. Norfolk State ends the year 1-11, 10-game losing streak after the Virginia State win. Tough year for Michael Vick and company in year one. It just couldn't click. They couldn't click. They shot themselves in the foot over and over again. Defense was really bad. Offense was choppy, to say the least. Otto Kuhns had a serious injury. He's in a wheelchair last time I saw him.
They went through 3 quarterbacks. They started with Israel Carter, then they went to Otto, and then they went to Vincent Berry there to close it out at the end. The third stringer who showed some promise, but work in progress. First year head coach. It looked like it, but Deshaun Jackson, he, by all accounts, they had a great season in Delaware State. So I don't know what it is, man.
We'll see what happens.
Norfolk State really, honestly, if you look historically, it's really never been a good football school.
It's a basketball school.
It's a basketball school.
It's a basketball school.
It's a proud basketball school, man. Yeah. No.
Track school, too.
Hampton just let Trent, track for sure. Trent Boykin got fired on Sunday. They were 2-10, 6-game losing streak, 0-8 in CAA play. I just feel like
beat Norfolk State.
They did beat Norfolk State. Yeah. I just feel like, man, they're just in such a weird, since I've been here, it's like they've been in a weird situation. It was like, I think they were in the Big South the first year I was here. Then they transferred to CAA, but they were just coming out of the MEAC.
Yeah.
It's just been a weird, like they can't find a a place.
A fit. They can't find a fit.
Prunty, but Prunty, it makes you appreciate what Prunty was doing. I mean, Prunty was winning 6 games.
Yeah.
So 7 sometimes.
Yeah.
And now it's just not there. You know, the talent, whatever, it's just not there. So their season's over. William and Mary, 7-6, 6-2 in the CAA. Not bad.
Yeah, Mike London, a solid year. They're last year in the CAA in football. Just football. Football CAA is different than the all sports CAA.
Correct. Yeah.
Some different teams. So it'll be they're joining the Patriot League for football, along with Richmond and Villanova. So kind of the CAA football is kind of falling apart.
William and Mary people, I'm sorry. If you're watching, we do run your highlights on the weekends, but we didn't get up there this year much. With the one game we did try to go to, it was rained out.
Yeah, I know.
Lightning delay. James Cotado was up there trying to get highlights, and literally the game was on a lightning delay for like hours. So it was one of those weird years, because I've been up there a lot 2 years ago. I was up there like every weekend, every home game. But this was one of them weird years based on our schedule and when the game times were.
Yeah, it was all the kickoffs and what else is going on.
In the same area. It was just a weird year for us. So
nothing personal.
Nothing personal at all, man. But we did. I mean, you guys, they do a great job. They send us a good melt from all their games, low angle, high stuff. Like we put it all together. We definitely still talk about them, but we personally just didn't get up there. So
not trying to pick favorites, but if there is a favorite athletics department in the area, William and Mary, man, they're top notch.
Yeah, they got a lot of good stuff going on. They appreciate that. And then our D3 check-in, man, becoming a weekly mention on Sportswrap OT. Christopher Newport. We had a coach on for the special last week. Go check that out on Wavy Plus and Wavy YouTube page.
Paul Crowley.
They're coming off a bye week, and now they go into the NCAA tournament as the what seed are they? Number 3 overall seed in the country, I think.
Is that what it is? Yeah,
they're third ranked in the country.
Third in the country.
They're behind Wartburg and Mount Union.
Right.
They got the bye. First,
how do you say it? Susquehanna. They're hosting.
Susquehanna. Yeah.
First playoff game in how long?
Was it 19 years?
19 years.
First home playoff game in 19 years.
That's crazy.
This place is going to be wild, man. It's going to be a good crowd.
For sure.
Should be packed out. Well, maybe the students might be on Thanksgiving break, but hopefully
they might come back for that one.
Hopefully the community will rally around the captains for that one. Because it's a great fun atmosphere at those games.
How many games in these playoffs would you have to win D3 to win a national title? What is it? We're in the quarters basically right now.
So now we're down to 24 teams, I guess.
Quarters, semis, championship. No, you got to win probably 4. That's not right. I'm probably missing around. Oh no, because they had to buy. So that's probably right. They're probably in the quarter, probably in the national quarterfinal right now.
Yeah,
that would be right, right? Yeah. So you got to win 3 games to win a national championship. I don't know. What are the chances? Get that defense right and trying to figure it out.
Well, seeing they've won it in softball, they've won it in men's basketball. They've come up short. They might have women's soccer, maybe, I'm not sure, but they're always
came up short in women's basketball a couple times.
Came up short in women's basketball.
Yeah, I think they made it one year out to the national championship. So yeah, Paul Crowley was great. Loved hearing a bit of his story. Lansdowne guy, Virginia Beach kid who's been at CNU for years now. So Saturday at noon, I'm going to head up there to Town Bank and get that. So good stuff. We'll take a break. That's our college football stuff. Next up, high school football fans, a lot to look forward to as we are in Region Championship Week. We're going to break it all down. Coming up next on Sports Wrap Overtime. We're brought to you by HII. All right, we're back on Sports Wrap Overtime. Brian Parsons, Jeff Snyder, Craig Loper here. We did our college football stuff. We're getting into the high school region championship week around the Commonwealth, around 757.
It started under the warm summer sun, and it ends. Now it's so crazy because it's like 95 degrees when we start.
It is,
and then it's going to be like 30 degrees on
Friday
night.
All the games on Friday in Hampton Roads, huh? No, we usually randomly get a region title game on a Saturday. Especially up on the
state semifinals will be on Saturday
for sure. Yes, state semifinals always sound Saturday. So when you look at this little bracket, Brian, anybody stand out? I mean, you saw some games last week. What are we thinking?
Well, let's start in 6.
Yep.
Class 6, Region A. Class 6 Region A.
Yes.
Right. Oscar Smith is the 2 seed. Or, no, they're the 1 seed.
They're the 1 seed. Yep.
This is Craig. You were at this game on Friday night when they won against LC Bird. And who are they honoring there?
That's they're honoring Kenny Easley before the game. They held a moment of silence. They painted his number in there. I thought it was very cool. All the guys did a great job. His sister Patricia was there for the honorary captain for the coin toss, taking on LC Bird, and they ended up getting a 50-0 win. I was out of there Started the second quarter. I got my third touchdown and took off. The Oscar Smith lights, they put them in before the season. So nice. I probably could have shot this game a little bit better. I feel like my camera settings, that could have been a little bit better to really make it pop. But the lights at Oscar Smith are awesome. Ray Collins, the AD, I talked to him. They put him in.
You said you're getting new turf next year, right?
That is that's
big upgrade.
Turf at Oscar Smith, man. Yeah, that's coming in. So,
what do you think those turf fields cost? I know Bobby Pannebacker from Lake Taylor told me
at least $1.5 million.
1.3 million.
I was gonna say 1.5. Yeah, I was gonna say 1.5.
That's a lot of money, man.
Yeah,
what an investment. But
I guess
but look at that field. It's not even green.
Yeah, no, dead grass. I still love it though.
I know, it looks cool.
It feels, the grass felt good. It wasn't rainy. You know, it was a great night out there. So Oscar Smith, they're trying for back-to-back in Class 6. Obviously, Chris Scott and company, what would that be? Fourth for them. They went back-to-back a couple years ago, and then they won it. So that'd be the fourth title for Chris Scott if he was able to get it. So yeah, they're fun. They're fun to watch. You think they're in the Class 6 state title game? I mean.
Yeah, and then you look at who they would play in the state semifinals. The winner of Westfield, James Madison. Madison is 8-4. Westfield is 9-3
in the state semis.
Yeah, and so Oscar Smith and Thomas Dale are both 10-1, and you know, and somebody's got to prove me wrong. Until then, I'm riding Oscar Smith, man. Just based on the talent they have and the history they have, and not to mention they're the reigning state champions. So.
And they just beat James Madison last year in Class 6.
To be the best, you got to beat the best.
Woo! James Madison. We know nothing about them, but they must have lost some seniors, clearly, right? Because they were in the state title last year. Now they're 8-4. So, yeah, good one. That'll be at Oscar Smith Friday night. So 5A region final, man. This has the makings of a really good one. Indian River going to the beach to visit Green Run.
Green Run, the top seed.
Green Run's the top seed. A rematch of 2 years ago in the region title.
Green Run beat Salem on Friday night.
Yep. In the region semis. And when you look at this game, man, this is an interesting game. 2 years ago, Indian River went into the beach, and they were, you know, we say underdogs. Nobody knows in high school football. There's no official thing. But they were underdogs in that game by everyone's estimation. And they came out and they walked it off on a game-winning field goal. I don't know if it was overtime. Was it overtime?
I think it was overtime, yeah.
It was overtime. And then last year in the region semis, Green Run barely beat them in overtime on a QB sneak down to the wire, 4th and 1 type situation.
So this is
2 years they've been crazy games.
Playoff rivalry game here.
Yes. In recent years, playoff rivalry. So Brandon Williams, always so gracious with us.
Let's check out Indian River.
Oh, yeah. Let's see some of these Indian River highlights. Mm-hmm. They've been fun. I've been to, I think, 3 Indian River games.
Look at this kid is special. Lord Malik Hiru.
Yep.
Freshman quarterback who just picked up his latest Division I FBS offer from SMU of the ACC. I mean, the kid is getting looks, and he could be one of the all-time greats to ever come out of this area.
He's already putting up big numbers, so he's already got a jump start on most people ever, playing as a freshman and tossing around the ball. Really impressive to watch him throw it. He can tuck it and run a little bit, too. So, yeah, Lord's done a great job, but this is one of the more talented Indian River teams we've seen, I mean, in recent years. They've had some good teams, too, but this one, the quarterback is the difference. They've always had skill guys.
Oh, my God.
That ball... I mean, the quarterback is the difference. He can throw it deep. He can throw it short, intermediate. He processes fast. So they seem poised to maybe do something special here. But Green Run, you know, they want to get back to that state semifinal and avenge last year's loss. So I just think that has the makings of a good.
Do you think Indian River, its schedule gives it an advantage over Green Run, who didn't play as tough a schedule in the beach? Just by circumstance.
That's how it works. That's how it works. That's why Kings Fork is the top seed in 5B, right? Because they play a tougher schedule, even though Maury and them have the same record. It does. It challenges you more. Southeastern District schedule challenges you more than the beach schedule. That's how it works. And everybody around here knows that.
And Brandon Carr has proven that is a playoff tested team year in and year out since he's gotten there. I mean, they are. When you look at the bracket and you see Indian River on there, you're thinking, man, I don't want them on my side of the bracket.
Yeah. Fun team to watch. Yeah. Green Run's also fun. Pitbull, Tristan Pitbull Williams.
The winner of Indian River Green Run will play, who do we have here? Hermitage against Highland Springs in the state semifinals.
Correct.
So that's Region 5C.
And that game would be in Hampton Roads, right? No matter how it shakes out? Because, I don't know. Hermitage is 10-2. I don't know the seeding.
Man, we'll have to wait and see on that.
Yeah, we'll wait and see. But yeah, Highland Springs, legendary program. So yeah, I like the state semi pairings. Do we? Do we like them?
I think so, because that means we could have an all 757 state championship
title. And did that ever used to happen?
Pretty cool. I don't remember that happening in football. It might have. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't remember either. So yeah. And then what do we got next here?
5B. The top seed is Kings Fork.
Yes, Maury Kings Fork. Oh my goodness. Here we go. So this was last week. Kings Fork hosted Bethel. There was a serious injury to start the game. Xavier, forgive me, I forget his last name. Xavier for Bethel had an injury, but he carted off. Kings Fork, and this game was close to the very end, and then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, Kings Fork just pulled away, and big play after big play in this one. Kings Fork looked impressive. Their quarterback, Satchel, Miles Satchel, I think his name is. He kind of came in out of nowhere.
Yeah, DeAndre Artis-Boone, they switched him to, but he wants to play receiver.
I ran into Zadarius Wynn at the Norfolk State game last week. He's like, "Hey man, you do Friday Night Flights?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I'm number 2 on Kings Fork." I said, "Number 2?" I said, "Zadarius?" He goes, "Yeah." I was like, "I know, of course I know you, man. You make a lot of plays." I said, "Who the heck is your quarterback?" He goes, "Yeah, they just put him in there first time." I'm like, "Where's he been at all season?" And he was like, "Well, DeAndre wants to play wide receiver, so they threw this guy in here." And I'm like, "Well, why didn't I just play him all year if that was the?" But hey, so Kings Fork, man, proud program. Joe Freon's built a cool thing going the last 4 years. They'd made it to a state semi 3 years ago, if you remember that, and they haven't been back since. They've been to the region title game last year against Maury at Powhatan. And this is going to be a game here, Maury Kings Fork.
And this year they get to host.
They get a host this year.
So that's going to be a little different for Maury to have to come into enemy hostile territory, which Kings Fork has been known to pack it out there.
Yes.
In Suffolk, proud fans.
Yes.
And here are the Commodores who beat Warwick on Friday night, and they are of course, the two-time reigning state champions under Doree McCain. And they have, as you can see here, playmakers upon playmakers and world-class speed for the high school level.
Every time I watch a Maury highlight, it feels so different than some of the other teams around here.
Yeah.
Everything is just so precise. The
physical and fast, man. They're physical and fast. That's what they do. Like, and they're deep, right? And Duree's a good coach. He'll dial it up. Defense, they got that working.
Damo Everett is a sophomore quarterback.
He's been getting just better and better
every week.
I mean,
every
you could
single
see
week.
the progression. Like some of those early weeks, I know they played the crazy non-district stuff, but like some of those early weeks, I was at some of those games. It was almost like conservative. They weren't letting them rip it. They weren't letting them cut it loose. And then the last 3 weeks, he's been throwing it all over the field, man. 6 touchdowns in the season finale and regular season finale and Warwick game. And man, he's really finding a stride.
I don't know what his situation is with offers. He's only a sophomore, but I would imagine if he's not on the college radar, or the radar of a lot of colleges, he will be.
His older brother is a starting corner at Georgia.
So one of the greats. I'm sure. Absolutely.
The name alone will get you some looks, SEC looks.
So Maury Kings Fork winner will play the winner of the game between Riverbend and Stonebridge. Stonebridge 9-1, Riverbend 11-0.
Maury has some history with Stonebridge, right? Or is that that's Oscar Smith?
Now
I get confused with
4A.
Okay. Yeah.
The drive for 5 is very much alive for Jeremy Blunt and the Phoebus Phantoms. Nobody would expected what was going to happen on Saturday at Darling Stadium in the rain, especially right here. Casey Lassiter takes us back 75 yards or whatever it was, and Hampton had a 14-0 lead over Phoebus, the 4-time reigning state champions who have lost 3 games this season. And you're thinking, well, there it is. The run's over. But right before the half, little interception here, and then Phoebus is going to capitalize, and they go on to win this game over Hampton, eliminating them from the playoffs and advancing to the region final, where the Phantoms will play Lafayette as they continue defense of their state championship. Unbelievable.
Yep. When we had Matt Hatfield on, I said it. I don't count Phoebus out at all. I know they're down a little bit, but you cannot count out this group. And then here they are. 2 wins away from a state title game.
Lost to 22 seniors or something, whatever it was. Plus, it's a whole new look team.
Yeah, whole new look team trying to figure it out. But you know what? Credit to Jeremy Blunt and them for pulling out that win against a rival. And now you're here against a proud program in Lafayette. Oh yeah, this is. Crazy.
Look at this.
Look at that. That was nuts.
Beautiful.
Look at just
rainbow.
Snatches it.
Nuts.
And then look at the blocking.
Yep.
Right there.
Just a little touch. Get him a little bit. That's crazy. That's like top 10 plays of the year type catch right there, actually.
And their screen passes are so good. They do so well on the screen and the blocking. Then following the lead block, it's just they put together a great game plan. It was very impressive to watch them dismantle Hampton, who had a great season as well.
Yeah, playing Lafayette. I think Lafayette has been in 4 straight state semis at least, and they lost 2 years ago to up there. I can't remember the school they played, Brentsville District. They're always in the state semi. Andy Lynn, we know they're physical, tough, ground and pound. I think this has going to be a really good game. I think this is going to be a really good game.
Yeah.
You did some Lafayette.
I did
games.
Lafayette last week.
Yeah.
And they were pretty good. There was a couple times they lacked some discipline though.
Okay.
There was one instance where there was a punt return, and we all thought the punt was going out of bounds. Like if you could see the clip, I'm backing up because the ball's coming toward me. But the kid, it was on the ground, was rolling on the ground, and the kid fielded it.
Not Lafayette.
The kid on Lafayette.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, kid on Lafayette fields the ball and gets knocked out. And it was a fumble. No harm because Smithfield didn't score. And then there was the quarterback, Hogue.
Bomb Hog.
Yeah.
Bomb Hog. He fumbled in the end zone and through the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, okay. So, one of them hold on to the ball.
One of those hold on to the ball. Yeah. So they clean those up. This should be a good game.
If Phoebus likes to control, Lafayette likes to control the time of possession.
Yes.
Long drives, not a lot of passing.
Nope.
They take their time getting to the line.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
they want to keep that other offense off the field. So
James Casado's up there in Williamsburg doing a preview on them right now. So Andy Lynn's always great to us. 3A, how about that? Lake Taylor back in a region title game.
Remember the Titans.
Yeah. They're hosting.
Return of the Titans.
Yeah, they're hosting, right? In Norfolk on a beautiful turf field. Petersburg, Lake Taylor 10-2, Petersburg 9-3. I don't know much about Petersburg, but you've seen Lake Taylor a lot this year.
Yeah.
And we don't know nothing about Petersburg, but what are their chances of getting to a state semi? Gotta believe in them.
I think Lake Taylor, with who they played, has a very good chance to get past Petersburg. They did lose to Hampton, so that's one thing that we do. I think it was 40-34, so that was a shootout.
Right.
Hank's got Lake Taylor back. They like to run the ball. They got two running backs that they like to feed the ball to a lot, and they have a good defense. I can see Lake Taylor getting past Petersburg and going to the state semifinals.
That'd be huge for them.
And this is how they always do it. This is how Lake Taylor always does it quietly. Next thing you know, they're in the state semis, and next thing you know, Hank's hoisting another trophy. He's won several.
Wow. Yeah, it is interesting. They really had a resurgent year. It's been fun to do their highlights this year and see them back. And it did. I don't know. It's just a cool program. When they're winning, it's cool. It's cool to see that, to have another Norfolk school, Maury and Lake Taylor kind of, winning consistently. So they're going to take on the winner of, we don't have that here. Is it the Botetourt?
Yeah, it is Magna Vista Lord Botetourt.
Okay. 2A, Poquoson traveling to Armstrong, wherever that's at.
It's outside of Richmond.
It's outside of Richmond. 12-0 Armstrong versus 11-1 Poquoson.
Yeah.
The Islanders, man, good year. They're full of running backs, and hopefully they can go on the road and get a dub. They haven't had a state title since
2010.
I think it was 2012.
2012.
I think it was 2012.
Well, their massive offensive lineman Carter Jones, the junior, just continues to get Division I FBS offers. His latest was Texas, and you look at the list. It's LSU. It's everybody. I wonder if Ohio State. He liked that one.
Yeah.
Stanford. He liked that one. I wonder if James Franklin comes a call in. I would imagine he will.
You would hope. Shoot, get him on the line.
Probably already has.
Yeah. Good stuff. Can't wait for the high school games. It's our final episode of Friday Night Flights this Friday on Wavy TV 10 at 11:13. So
here's some scores from Armstrong, by the way: 66-0, 52-0, 35-0, 38-0, 37-0. They've outscored their opponents 507-70.
Wow. And going on the road and do that. Hopefully Poquoson does well. It's a tough challenge. Elliott Duty and company, they'll be up for it, but hopefully they can put up a good fight, and we'll see what happens and get them in another state semi. We want all our teams to win. We know not everyone can advance, but we want all the teams to do well.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. So, all right, we're gonna take one break. Brian, you gonna stick around? Or you gonna get? We're gonna get. We got 10 minutes.
I think I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Brian's gonna take off. He's got a story to shoot, and Jeff and I will be back with some odds and ends to end Sports Wrap Overtime. Okay, welcome back. Sports Wrap Overtime. Brian Parsons took off. Jeff Snyder and myself going to finish out the show here. We got about 10 minutes. Odds and ends, and we're going to go to the NFL. Week 12 just wrapped up across the league. Man, that Cowboys-Eagles game was very entertaining. I was locked into that.
Great.
Was that the late window game on Sunday, 4:25?
That would have been the 4:25 game. And,
I was locked in.
The Eagles go out to a 21-0 lead. Everyone thought, Eagles are back. Eagles, all the drama with AJ Brown and all that stuff, that's all by the wayside.
He had like 7 catches for 110 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, he looked great.
But he lost.
And
how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I would. Who knows what the Eagle feels like this week, man.
Right, yeah.
But the Cowboys, to their credit, grinded their way back that entire second half.
Yeah, they did.
And it was a very entertaining game. I was locked into it.
It was a crazy game, man. Dak and that offense, man. CD had some bad drops too, but George Pickens looks like he's the best receiver in the NFL right now.
Yeah. How do you think Pittsburgh feels getting rid of him?
It's terrible. I called that. That didn't make sense in the offseason.
No.
I mean, there is the off the field stuff with him. They say he's a locker room cancer, blah, 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 bad attitude, showing up late to meetings, whatever. If you're going to bring in a 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers or whatever he is, why would you give him a less of a weapon? Why would you
Yeah,
I mean, I know you traded for DK thinking, DK can, but keep the young guy.
Yeah.
Keep the young guy who's electric, but whatever.
Yeah, you could have had both of them.
You could have had both of them. Yeah. So I don't know why taking away a weapon would make sense. And it's coming to fruition. That offense is struggling in Pittsburgh. Cowboys, Eagles, I'm sure that did great numbers.
Oh, it had to.
I was watching the end of that Chiefs-Colts game on my phone at the gym. I thought the Chiefs were going down. Colts kind of beat them up most of the game, but then all of a sudden they just kind of stuck around and hung around and end up winning in overtime.
Yeah,
what was it, a field goal to end it? Walk-off field goal?
Harrison Butker.
To win it 23-20. That was a good game. I didn't watch Bears Steelers, although that looked like a good game.
It was fun.
I didn't see that at all.
It was a lot of fun. My guy I live with he's a big Bears fan.
Okay,
so
got it.
we were pretty locked into the Bears game.
They Bears are what, 8-3 or 9-3?
They're 8-3.
8-3, man.
8-3. They've won 5 straight, I think.
Isn't that the difference with a good coach?
Yes.
Because this is the NFL. The margins are already very thin. Even the worst team can beat the best team any given Sunday, right? But what happens is in the Bears games, when you bring in a quality coach, you go from losing the close games to winning the close games, and that is the difference in a quality coach.
And I'll tell you what, Caleb Williams looking more and more comfortable every single week.
He's finally coming around.
All those worries that everyone had about him,
which were legit.
They were legitimate.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't look very good last season, but as the season has gone on, he was 19 for 35. 239 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Okay, got it. So you want to increase that efficiency a little bit, but still, again.
Yeah, DJ Moore had 2 touchdowns.
All right, nice.
So, yeah.
Haven't heard that name in a while. DJ Moore.
Good. And it's not like Mason Rudolph had a bad game himself for the Steelers.
Yeah, that's right,
yeah. Kenneth Gainwell had a good game, 92 yards on the ground, but they just couldn't, the Steelers kind of struggled all game.
Yeah.
For the most part, but they stayed in it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And, of course, not having the whole Aaron Rodgers not being there to beat the Bears storyline.
Yes.
For the 8 millionth time.
Yeah.
That probably helped the Bears, morale a little bit.
Let's stay in the AFC North. Speaking of the Steelers, the Browns beat the Raiders in Vegas 24-10. Big headline game. A lot of national talking heads talking about this one. Shador Sanders.
First up.
Yeah, man. Number 12, the rookie out there, gets his first start. And what was he? 11 for 20, 200 yards, and a touchdown and a pick. Not bad.
He was okay.
But Cleveland got a win.
They got a win.
Yeah.
He looked okay. He looked better than Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is what people wanted anyway. Of course, the touchdown was a Dylan Sampson.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana, baby.
Yep, Dylan Sampson on a check down for him. So it wasn't but he did have a couple throws downfield that looked pretty good.
Oh my God. Yeah. The one to, was it Crowley? Who's the receiver?
I know
Isaiah, or was it, I can't remember the receiver's name.
Yeah.
They blitzed him from the left. He saw the blitz. He rolled out right and he tossed a dot down the field. That was when Myles Garrett had the reaction on the sideline. That was a beautiful pass. Yeah. Myles Garrett also, 19 careers? He's got 18 sacks right now.
18 sacks this
career
season.
High.
Yeah.
He could break the single season sack record.
Yeah, he had 2 sacks. The Browns had 10 sacks.
They had 10 sacks on the day. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why Myles has been, I think I've talked about this before. He's become such a monster because they have to account for the entire defensive line now.
Oh, who's that?
The Browns opponents.
My bad.
Yeah,
okay.
The Browns opponents have to account for the entire defensive line now because he got Mason Graham, you got Alex Wright.
Yeah.
You can't just double team Myles every time now.
Yeah.
And that's why he's been able to get loose and just have this monster season. And unfortunately, they lose every game. He gets 5 sacks in, but it's still fun to watch.
It's crazy. He's a freak, man. He's a generational freak. Only player in NFL history with 6 straight seasons of 12 plus sacks. Do you know the last Cleveland Browns quarterback to win his first 2 starts?
First 2?
I heard it this morning. On a national talk show.
Was it Bernie? No.
It was.
Was it Brian Sipe?
1949.
Otto Graham.
The great. Before they were in the NFL.
The great Otto Graham.
They were in the AFL.
Yep.
And that's the last Cleveland quarterback to win his first 2 starts. So if you can imagine Shador coming in there, if he wins, I don't even know who they played this upcoming week. Let's
49ers.
See. Oh, they played 49ers.
Yep.
Not an easy game. Is that on the road or is it it's in Cleveland?
They're in Cleveland. It's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame game.
Oh, was that?
Big Boy from Outkast will be performing at halftime.
Oh, that's just like a thing. They just bring in a performer at half?
Well,
or is there like a theme to the game?
There's a theme to the game because the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is like right next to the stadium.
Right. But I'm saying like fans get dressed up like in
I don't know,
costumes or something?
Maybe someone will dress like Gene Simmons or something.
Okay.
From Kiss.
I didn't know
who
if it
aren't
was
in the front Hall of Fame, but you know.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy. Jeff, keep talking here. I got to deal with James and Brian real quick about planning some stuff.
So some other games that we checked out this week. Let me look them up because I need to put them in front of me.
Let me just check this.
Let's see. NFL. You can see my process right here, everybody. Look at that.
Okay.
All right. We checked out last night was 49ers and Panthers.
Yes.
49ers coming away with the win.
Ugly game. 5
Very ugly
interceptions
game.
combined in that game.
The last 2 primetime games have been very ugly because the Rams and Buccaneers was hideous as well. And Baker got hurt in that game. So,
Okay. Got it.
34-7 on Sunday Night Football was over before it really got started. The Rams,
It's terrible.
The Rams, and it was like Aaron Donald Appreciation Day. So a lot of Aaron Donald flashback
I
highlights.
saw the cutaways of him up in the suite.
So it was fun for that aspect. But
Commanders want to buy. They're back to work this week. Jaden Daniels apparently trying to get back, but who knows what happens there. What other games stood out last week? Ravens have won 5 in a row. They're coming for the AFC
the
North.
Jaguars and Cardinals ended in overtime.
I was so not interested in that game, but now that I see the score in the final, like I kind of wanted to see the ending. Like what the heck happened there?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
There something weird happened. We had Red Zone on, so it was kind of going back and forth. But something wild did happen.
Yeah,
I just can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I have no idea. Going back to the Rams game though, Sean McVay, man, watching the Rams play offense is a beautiful thing. It's so beautiful. They're the way they use motion, the way they run the ball downhill, the way they scheme up where they're at in the field, down and distance. Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, Stafford, his no looks, like the 13 personnel, the tight. It's just. If you're an offensive coach and you just want to pull some ideas, watch a Rams game and take notes.
Is Matthew Stafford getting better as he gets older?
Yeah.
It sure seems that way, right?
I need Rams-Eagles NFC title again.
Oh, it'd be beautiful.
They played in the divisional round last year, but I need Rams-Eagles in the NFC title game this year. I mean, that would be unbelievable. Packers, maybe. I do like watching the Lions, but
Lions are fun on offense.
They are fun on offense.
Jameer Gibbs sealed. They had an overtime. There was 4 overtime games.
Had a chance to draft him too. I was so mad.
Yeah, Jameer Gibbs sealed the deal on that one. He ran it like 80 yards for the game-winning touchdown.
Yeah, go ahead touchdown that ended up being the game-winning touchdown. Correct. Yeah, no, I saw that against Jameis there, who was up and down.
You see Jameis with his receiving touchdown?
I did. That was a great play.
That was amazing.
Caught it, stiff-armed a guy, and got into the end zone.
The full Jameis experience in one game.
Hey, man, shout out to New York for bringing out all the stops, man. They're playing with the Jameis. I don't even know if Jackson Dart's still got the concussion or something. Their whole season is shot. Head coach fired, but they came out and pulled. I love when you see some trick plays that work in the NFL. It's not often.
Not often, but that was really cool to see.
Yeah, very cool to see.
I think we're out of time, man.
All right, we are out of time. That is Sports Wrap Overtime. For Brian Parsons and Jeff Snyder, I'm Craig Loper signing off. We will see you next week.